Hello, Allison. How are you?
I'm doing well, and you?
Good, thanks. So hopefully we'll have a good crowd here today. I never know who's going to show up, so that's why I don't send out a class schedule and subjects and everything until I kind of know what the group is.
Concerned. I've been having trouble with my email, so I was afraid. I kept getting some bounce backs, but obviously it's working now. So
good. So tell me what you do, Allison.
I have a fresh frozen low sugar jam.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I looked at your website. I saw that. Yeah, very cool. And you're near, is it Four Corners or something like that?
Four Oaks, Johnston County.
Okay, great. I'm in Pink Hill.
Okay.
Which is, the middle of nowhere. What can I say?
It's just down the road a little way.
Yeah, not too far. Johnston County is increasingly becoming part of the Triangle, it seems like, in a lot of ways, right?
Exactly.
I know that doesn't particularly please you, but what can you do, right?
It is what it is.
Yeah. How did you get involved in doing freezer jam?
I've been doing it my whole life.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You look too young to have done something your whole life.
Well, yeah. I came up in the generation when everything we ate was basically canned and frozen. So I just kind of carried on that tradition.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a registered dietitian, so I wanted to do a jam, but I didn't want anything artificial. So I just kind of manipulated the recipe and was able to get the sugar content down. So I use real sugar, but it's 30% less.
I gotcha. Mm-hmm. Very good. Hey, Grant, how are you today?
Doing good. How are you, Dennis?
Good. I made you co-host, hopefully successfully, and we'll introduce everybody once we get a few more folks. Hey, Sylvia, how are you today? All right.
Great. Had to find the unmute button.
I know that's the word for 2021. You're muted.
That's exactly right.
So, tell us what you do, Sylvia.
So related to this, I recently bought a property that's about 33 acres that used to be a former children's camp, youth camp. And it's got some area cleared. So it's got some area cleared, some area wooded, kind of hilly. It's got a lot of water on the property. And I'd like to make it a combination of a farm and a destination event place.
Oh, wow.
For people to come to for retreats and for learning. Learning is my favorite part, for learning events and stuff. But in my day job, I work in the natural gas industry.
Okay. Well, fantastic. Once the whole group gets here, I may ask you to do it again. Sorry, but
no problem.
I figured, what the heck, right? Yeah. So just so everybody knows, we record all of our classes, and we attempt to also put them on YouTube, and you can usually see the class if you miss one or you want to go look at others. They're on our YouTube channel, and we actually have quite a few on our YouTube channel. I think we have about a year's worth of videos that we've done that are on there too. So some of them may be in subject areas that you're interested in, or guest speakers that you may have heard of or would like to hear about, such as the CEO of Etsy and Birds, Bees, and people like that come on and talk about their journeys. So that's just something to know about what we have. We'll go a few more minutes. Hey, Kym, how are you, buddy? Long time no see.
Yeah, it just seems that way, doesn't it, Mr. Dennis?
Yeah, you doing all right?
I'm doing well. A little busier than a one-arm paper hanger, but I felt the need to be back in this class. We got so much out of the last cohort that I needed to be back. So we're going to work through it.
Well, I have to tell you, I'm extremely impressed that you use the word cohort, because that is a weird word to me, and I'm supposed to use it. So I'm very impressed. Thank you for learning that, if nothing else.
I hear you.
Oh, all right. We get people are coming on. Hello, is it Arjun? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, sir.
All right, nice to see you. How are you?
I'm doing well, doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I understand you're in medical school, is that right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Fantastic. So you may be able to help in multiple ways with this class. So good to have you.
Glad to be here.
Yeah. So we'll wait a little bit longer and see if we get a little bit more of a crowd. We generally start, right a little bit after 1. We usually people, depending on the class, some of them come in a little later than others, and we generally go to somewhere around before 2 o'clock usually. Depends on what's going on and so forth. So I'll just wait longer, so I won't be repeating myself to all you nice folks who are here. So I don't know who iPhone is, but we'll find out. Hey, iPhone, who are you?
This is Eva Welsh calling in, and
Hi.
appreciate the opportunity to be here.
All right, Eva. Should we call you Eva or iPhone? What would you prefer?
Eva, but I never know what this technology is going to call me when I join these Zooms and webinars. So thank you for asking, Dennis.
That's okay. I'm just making sure, you're not the competition spying on us. Although I don't even know who our competition is, actually. So I shouldn't say that. But thank you. Okay. All right, we'll give it another minute and then we'll start, okay? All right. Hi, Annette. How are you? Estella, April. Don't be afraid to put on your video, at least in the beginning where we can all get to know each other. But I understand if you don't want to do that's okay too. I've been told I have a face for radio, so I try to keep my online appearances somewhat limited. So, okay, still getting some folks. I know 1 o'clock isn't necessarily the best time for everybody. Hey, Jamaris, how are you?
I'm doing amazing. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Glad you're doing amazing. I gotta drink what you're drinking or something. I don't know. That's pretty good.
Well, I got this motto where every day is amazing, but it just ranges on the amazing scale from 1 to 10. So
I got
today
you.
it's probably 4. It's about a 4 today. So but it's cool.
I like that. Shades of Amazing. That'll be the name of your new book, right?
Exactly. There you go.
Okay. Hi, April Kelly. Jeff Stone.
Hello.
No. Hello. And let's see who else we have here. We still have folks coming in. So Jennifer, is that you? Jennifer, hi, there you are. Okay. I have a hard time keeping up with all this stuff on the screen. I'm sure everybody does. But don't worry about it. It'll be okay. We'll figure it out. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And Grant, if you don't mind making sure that people are admitted when they come on. My name is Dennis Trotz. I'm the director here at Accelerate Rural. And Grant Smith, I don't see his picture, but he's here somewhere. And Grant is the main guy for getting all this stuff straight. He's technically an intern, but he is He is a very important guy to Accelerate Rural. And if everything is not working or there are problems, it's Grant's fault. Just remember that. Okay. No, just kidding. But Grant's a good person for you to know, and we'll make sure you have all this contact information. I'm going to try to just kind of go through what we're going to do in this class. Today is really intended to be kind of a meet and greet and hello, and let you know some of the things that we have. We're actually going to start seriously. I know this sounds terrible, but it starts next Tuesday because I just got called to something on Monday that I don't have anyone to take the class. So, hey, that's the way it goes. So we'll start on Tuesday and we'll go, I promise, Monday through Thursday, for the rest of our time. And we may have other events as well to help you catch up. So first of all, I want to explain what we're doing if you're not familiar exactly. So we are a grant funded program under an organization called NC IDEA, which some of you may be familiar with. NC IDEA is an organization that funds entrepreneurship around the state. So we're under that umbrella, if you will, and we're also technically housed at ECU under the Miller School of Entrepreneurship and something called the Chris Small Business Center. So just if you see those different names swirling around, that's what that's all about, is our various supporters. And that's how we're able to do this for free, because we have the grant support, and everything that we do is really oriented toward you and toward your success and helping you, figure out how to grow your business, particularly in online channels, which is kind of what we specialize in. So just to give you a rough idea of what we're doing. What I'd like to do is just kind of take a second and go around and just ask everyone just to say a little bit about yourself and your company so that the other folks on the group will get to know you. And I'll tell you that what happens in this class is you'll find yourself actually connecting with these people regularly. They may be dealing with something that you're dealing with, or they dealt with it before, and they can be helpful. So there's really an attempt to cross connect everybody so that they can get the most out of this class as possible. So I'm going to go the order on my screen. I have no idea if that makes any sense or not, but I'm going to start with Allison Lassiter.
Good afternoon, everybody. I live in Johnston County. 4 Oaks is the small town. I have Berry Best Jams, which is a low sugar freezer jam made with fruit that's locally produced. So all the fruit that I use is made right there within about 10 miles from my little kitchen. So I'm a registered dietitian, so nutrition is important to me, and I've been cooking and canning and freezing since I was itty bitty, and wanted to produce something that everybody could enjoy, and something that even diabetics could enjoy.
Fantastic. Sylvia, well, let me go to Grant Smith because he might turn his camera on so you can get a look at him. Grant, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I've been working on the Facebook group. I'm
Okay.
still like huffing and puffing from getting back from class, but yeah, everybody.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah,
Star of the show.
yeah. I got a face for radio as well. So but I'm a junior here at ECU, studying entrepreneurship and marketing. And I kind of do all the background stuff for the class. So if anything does go wrong, point the finger at me, not Dennis. And if you point it at Dennis, he'll point it at me. But you can save him the trouble. So if you guys have any problems, I'll send my email. You can just reach out to me anytime, and I'll do my best to help.
All right. How about Sylvia Monson?
Hi, everybody. So this is the first cohort I've done with this group. I'm going to practice using that word. Anyway, I recently purchased 33 acres that's partly wooded, partly cleared, and was formerly used as a youth camp. And so I'm working on turning it into a farm and an agricultural business. But I also have cabins and a commercial kitchen, et cetera, that I want to be able to well, we're going to renovate them and offer them up for groups to come to and study and learn.
Fantastic. Annette Greer, my good friend, how are you?
I am fine, thank you. My name is Annette Greer. I work at ECU, but I'm a farm girl at heart and come from a rural family that was artistic and worked in quilts and sewing. And so my forte this time is I am his vessel, creative works, and I paint, and I take my paintings, and mostly the object is nature, and I send them off and have my paintings or my photographs turned into fabric that is then made into ladies and menswear, home accessories, and clothing accessories. So that's what I'm doing for now, but I also do pottery and jewelry as well.
Oh, man. All right. Well, thank you. Kym, you're next, buddy.
All righty. Kym Bateman here. We're out of Greensboro, North Carolina. We took a family recipe and turned it into a family business. We make Opal's Candies does brittles, Southern style brittles, and candied nuts. And we're trying to expand into chocolate, but we're not quite there yet. So that's
right.
pretty much it.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Arjun, am I pronouncing it right? Tell me.
Yeah, yes, you are. Hi all, I'm Arjun. I'm calling from Greenville, North Carolina. I'm the founder of Who's Down. It's a mobile platform, so it's like an app that goes on your phone that's designed to help people find and advertise micro events. So things like throwing around a frisbee with friends, practicing yo-yo tricks. Because in a lot of small towns in North Carolina, like there might only be a small handful of people with a niche interest like yo-yoing, and they may never find each other. I mean, if you think about yourself, like, if you wanted to yo-yo with somebody, how would you go about finding someone to yo-yo with? So the idea is to build kind of a marketplace where people can advertise their events for these niche interests and help bring diverse populations of small towns closer together.
Very good. Jamaris?
Hello, everyone. My name is Jamaris Payton. I am the co-owner of Carolina Chicken and Waffles. We're a family-owned and operated mobile food unit that specializes in our family famous chicken and waffles. We started in 2019, and we've been growing. I'm also a first-year MBA student at East Carolina University, so we're excited to be part of this to continue to grow and scale throughout Eastern North Carolina. So, and we're also slowly entering into the craft beer space. So we partnered up with a brewery in Rocky Mount and collaborated with them on an IPA, and we're looking to actually roll out a stout as well over the next few months. So we're going to partner up with another local brewery in Eastern North Carolina. So that's the story here. Welcome.
Thank you. Very, very good. Ruth Taylor.
Okay, can you hear me? I was trying to unmute myself. Hey guys, so nice to see everybody. I have Mrs. Ruth's Jams and Syrups, and we're an artisanal jam company based in Apex, North Carolina. I'm a repeat in this cohort. I'm trying to learn how to sell products through e-commerce and live options. And the first time around was so great, I didn't get everything, and I'm back again to see what I can learn. So thank you.
Great to have you, Ruth. Appreciate it. All right, Eva iPhone. Okay, I guess her.
Hi, I'm here. I was just dropping my email in the chat. I figured sooner or later you would get to me. So thanks, Dennis. I'm really inspired by what I've heard in the intro so far. So congratulations to everyone on where you're working. My name is Eva Welsh, and I founded Tour Warrenton LLC about a year ago during the pandemic. I featured focusing on my small hometown of Warrenton, North Carolina. It's about 900 residents. The county itself, Warren County, is rural near Lake Gaston, the Virginia border, less than 20,000 residents. And I was inspired to try to do something during COVID when I moved back to my home farm that I grew up on. I spent like 90 days there, March to June of last year, and remembered how much I love it and why rural and highlighting everything rural and rural entrepreneurship and volunteerism is important. So what I want to share with you is where I'm working right now is a project called GEW 2021, a Global Entrepreneurship Week, November 8th through the 14th. So please follow that. You can follow me on social at Tour Warrenton, on Instagram with an NC behind it, and on Facebook at Historic Warrenton Food Tour. I will put this in the chat throughout the call today. Opportunities upcoming. If you have a product that you sell online, but also want to sell in person, I had been hosting markets. I think I'm on my 16th market coming up October 23rd. We have a market in Warren County called our Homecoming Market from 1 to 5, and I would be happy to send you a registration so you can prototype and get additional feedback. And during GEW, I have 2 markets, one on Saturday, November 13th, and one on Sunday, November 14th at Lake Gaston. So you can get an experience of selling local, getting feedback, and maybe ideating where you might go with a digital product. And my final comment is I will be joining the Shop Rural NC event. That is a digital event as my takeaway and immediate action for this course to try to help vendors. Usually I have 25 to 40 vendors that work with me, kind of similar to all of you, food trucks, food startups, crafters, you name it. I love seeing everyone grow their ideas, but we're going to try to pitch as many rural people in that platform virtually that day. So thanks for the opportunity, and I will put my social in the chat.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I forgot to enable the transcription. Sorry about that. We also, Grant will hook everyone up with, we have a private Facebook group just for the class. So there's a lot of stuff on there. You can communicate with each other. You can, I probably an over poster with stuff, but you know, whenever I find something that I think would be helpful, it goes on there. So that's something to keep in mind. If you can't remember all the stuff that Eva just said, I'm going to make her put it in the Facebook group too. So, all right, so let's go to April Kelly now.
Hey, good people. My name is April Kelly. I'm from Greenville, North Carolina. I am the CEO and founder of Sure. We specialize in vegan infant formula. And it's funny that you mentioned NC Idea, Dennis. I actually was just selected as a finalist, so I'm prepared for my interview in the next week or so. So we're excited about it. We're about 2 years in on the formulation side. We finally got manufacturers and other strategic partners involved, and I'm looking forward to this cohort. So good luck, everyone.
Fantastic. Well, let me know. I can help you with that NC Idea stuff as well. Okay, next is Sana.
Hi, I'm Sana from Raleigh. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, hear you good.
I'm from Raleigh, and I'm the owner of One Eats Egg Kits. I left my corporate career of about 13 years to start this small business about 2 years ago. And I officially launched this product called Egg Kits in June of last year. Egg kits are basically single-serve meal kits that are made with all natural vegetables, herbs, butter, and seasoning. And all you have to do is just add 1 or 2 eggs and mix it up and cook it any way you like. And they can be prepared like in microwave or on the skillet and can be used in many different recipes. So the main idea behind this product is to basically cut down on the prep time of ingredients when making single-serve home-cooked meals, especially for breakfast. I'm very excited about this program, and I look forward to getting to know everybody.
All right, I will vouch. I had an egg kit, EGGKIT, egg kit. I had one for breakfast this morning. Oh my God, you got to try this stuff. It took me like 1 minute and 20 seconds to make breakfast, and it was killer. So she's got me as a customer. All right, Judy, you're next.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Judy Stillman. I'm in Stokes County, which is in King, which is in Stokes County. My company is relatively new, it sounds like, compared to a lot of yours, but I make things like Plantain Salve. It's basically a weed from your yard, and it This salve is really good at taking away the itch and the swelling from mosquito bites. That's where it really shines. Also, any kind of bug bite. I'm also in the process of making a non-petroleum jelly, but where I'm really wanting to soar or hope that Simply Bee takes off is with a YouTube channel where I'll teach people how to have pollinator-friendly yards. I am a beekeeper, but I'm a new beekeeper. So, I want to show people how to make things like pollinator-friendly weed killers so they can get rid of the Roundup and such. So there's so much I've got to learn, and I look forward to learning with you all.
Oh, thank you, Judy. Christina?
Hi, I'm Christina. I'm the co-owner of a farm with my husband. We own Outlaw Acres Farm. We're in Haywood County, so we're quite a bit west of everybody. And we're looking to start maybe within the next year or so, get into online sales with some of our products. We are market gardeners, so we grow produce for different local farmers markets in the area. And then we also raise pasture-raised poultry, chicken, and turkeys. So we're looking to hopefully be able to do like some online sales in the state of North Carolina with our poultry products, hopefully by the end of next year. So that's why we're very interested in this class. We're very excited.
Oh, nice to have you. Stella, you're next.
Yes. Hi, everybody. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I am owner of Dare Concrete. I live in Dare County, more specifically in the Outer Banks. I've been in the concrete contracting business for over 15 years. And the reason that I'd like to participate in this class is to actually revamp our marketing program and perhaps start with some concrete products online, some maybe vases or precast concrete, and go from there. So I'm super excited to see this variety of people, and I look forward to the classes.
Fantastic. Jeff Stone.
I'm Jeff Stone.
Hey, Jeff, we can hear you. I can't see you, but we can hear you.
Okay, let me move this thing on over. All right. As you can tell, this is my first Zoom meeting ever.
Wow, I'm impressed. You're doing good.
Thank you. We're big keepers. I've been an industrial paint contractor for 35 years, but the beekeeping side of my career has grown to the level now. Last 5 or 6 years, we've begun to produce more honey than we can market locally. We sell honey as well as all our products. We make all natural soaps and lotions, candles, processed wax for bookbinders, and just looking forward to seeing how we can possibly increase sales across North Carolina rather than just here locally in Long Beach, North Carolina.
Fantastic. All right. Let's see. Who do we have now? We have Jenny. Is that you? My thing is blocked by the let's see here. Is that Jennifer Hyde? There she is. Okay.
Oh, yes, I'm here. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I am a textile and fiber artist in the Outer Banks in North Carolina. I mainly work with hand embroidery and hand stitching to do wearable art and accessories. This is my third time taking the class. I think third time's a charm. I did bring a buddy with me though this time. Estella's a friend of mine, so we're going to try and do the buddy system to keep on track. I mainly focus in doing art shows and gallery work. So I'm trying to expand my business in the e-commerce sector, and I'd like to get a website up this fall and focus on some marketing and different things like that. So I'm excited to be here and I look forward to it.
All right, thank you. And Jennifer Hutchins, I think you're the last person. Grant, unless I'm missing somebody. You'll have to holler if I missed you. Sorry. Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, can everybody hear and see me? I'm outside.
Love
on
your
the
hat.
farm.
That's a hell of a
Thank you.
hat, girl.
Yep, sun protection is very important on the farm. I'm Jennifer. We have a 30-acre farm in Anson County. We are about 40 miles southeast of Charlotte, so close to South Carolina. We raise pastured pork products, as all natural as it can be. We have all of our pigs are out on in the woods, and they're foraging for roots and nuts and eating an all natural diet. So we're just looking forward to setting up a website, doing some marketing, and, you know, hopefully getting our name out there.
Fantastic. Have I missed anybody, Grant, that you know of? Can you see? If so, holler, raise your hand or whatever. Okay. Looks like we caught everybody. So so Grant will be getting in touch with everybody, or I'm not sure exactly how it works, how you get into the Facebook group, but he'll help get that done. And I want to spend a little bit about some of the things that we're working on. So this is a little bit of an unusual situation for us with this class. We are holding and sponsoring an event on November 11th that is going to be a 12-hour shopping festival that will be live on the internet, and it's going to be live streaming e-commerce. And what that means is that you will be able to sell your products directly from the live stream. You do not have to have a website. You don't have to have a credit card processing. You don't even have, we pay for the shipping in most cases for the product. And the goal really is to introduce thousands of people to our rural North Carolina businesses. So this is something that we are doing with most of the major rural economic development groups in the state, such as the Rural Center, Farm Bureau, Dogwood Help, Dogwood Trust for you Westerners. We've got a number of pretty big sponsors that are going to help us drive consumer. Blue Cross Blue Shield told me yesterday they want to be a sponsor. So the goal is to have all these sponsors, you know, connect with their audiences and tell them about this event. So I'm going to try sharing the screen. We'll see how this works, right? Okay, let's see here. Hopefully everybody will be able to see this now. Can you see the Shop Rural Day thing? Is that up for everybody?
Yep, we're good.
Okay, great. So Shop Rural Day, the website is shopruralday.org. And this will give you some idea of the sponsors that we have, and more are being added. North Carolina Specialty Foods, Got to Be NC, the electric co-ops and so forth. Now, I didn't do the picture right, Ruth, so it cut your head off, but it does say Mrs. Ruth Jams. But this is actually, below this is on our blog is a little primer, however you pronounce it, that explains what we're doing and how it works. So that will be helpful to you. We have a little bit of a graphic to show how the process works. And then we talk about the various sponsors that we have, which you can see by scrolling down here. And some of these folks you may know, some you won't know, I feel pretty sure, but you can apply here to be a seller on this. Sellers apply today. Can you see the blue? There's no cost to apply, no cost to participate, actually. The only cost you have is when you sell something. The technology platform we're using, which is called Pop Shop Live, they charge a 9% commission, which covers the credit card fee and the shipping for you as a merchant. But that's the only cost really of participating in the program. We are also hoping to have live music. We're talking to a number of bands that would be coming live for this. We're also talking to artists. If some of you as artists may want to participate in that way, or if you know artists or musicians, just to give you a little bit of history about this. This idea started in China about 3 years ago. And over there, they call it a Singles Day or 11/11 Day. And this is a shopping festival, but believe it or not, they have 250,000 merchants participate in a 24-hour period on their show. And last year they did, I'm not making this up, 100 billion in sales in one day. It is 100 times bigger than Amazon Prime or Black Friday, just to give you some idea. So the idea is to make it fun. They have entertainment, they have celebrities. You know, we don't have the money they do, so ours will be a little lower key maybe, but the goal is really to, this is the first event of its kind in the United States that I'm aware of. I'm expecting that we will get a lot of publicity, a lot of media will be talking about this. And so all of you that can sign up for it, please do. You'll get a lot of inbound interest and questions and opportunities. And the other thing about this is we're calling it Shop Rural Day, but it's going to go all through the holidays. We're not going to stop in that one day. So this platform will be available to you at least through the end of the year. As I said, you don't need an e-commerce website. You don't need credit card processing. All you need to do is put your products on here, which you can do manually. If you have a Shopify website, you can do it automatically using Shopify. But it's really easy. And we're going to have a number of sessions, Zoom sessions, where the people from Pop Shop Live are going to come on and explain how to do stuff. How do you go live? You know, I personally don't have a lot of experience with that. So they're real helpful. All you need is a phone. You don't need any special equipment. Just a phone will work. And I'm expecting at least 10,000 shoppers that day. I think that's conservative. And each one of you will have your own independent show. And it's you can stream it from wherever you are. There's no need to go anywhere. You can do it from your farm. You can do anything you want. You can tell stories. You can have a guest come on and talk. You can literally do whatever you want. But the goal is to really provide authenticity, transparency, who you are, what your products are, what they're about. And what we're finding with some of the folks in our class who have been doing this for a couple of months now, I must add, we have a grass-fed beef farmer that is selling his grass-fed beef in Alaska and Hawaii. So it's pretty amazing opportunity to expand and to also build your brand. One of the things we'll be talking about in this class when we talk about e-commerce is there's a real transition going. A lot of people just automatically think Amazon is the place for everything. And what we're finding is there are a lot of people out there who don't like Amazon and they don't want to support it. And they'd rather support local or regional businesses. And they're really looking for somebody who is truthfully doing what they do and can point to the ingredients and so forth. So we think that the live streaming is the perfect way to do that. That is a way Amazon cannot compete with you. Your story, everything about what you're doing sets you apart. And this will give you an opportunity to really grow your business really rapidly, much quicker. And no money. You don't have to pay money for ads or SEO or any, although you can do that if you want to promote your particular show, and you'll be able to actually embed the live stream on your website if you do have one. So that could be another additional location other than the main event page that we're going to have, Shop Rural Day. So that's unusual that we have that going on. So we're going to spend a lot of time on that because it has been a remarkable solution for people in this class, previous classes, and I think it's going to be a real boost for everybody here that wants to take advantage of it. The point of this class, I want to make one thing clear. This is not an academic exercise. We're not about homework. We're not about you got to do this or that. This is about resources and connection and gaining support for what you're trying to do. I find that many, particularly in the rural areas, many people don't have anyone to reach out to. They don't have anyone that they can relate to on this subject or connect with or ask, hey, how did you handle such and such? Or which website software is better for me? And all those kinds of practical things. We're really about that. That's what we do. So we certainly want you to come to class, particularly when there are guest speakers or the mentors, which I'll talk about in a moment. But the idea here is this is to be a community, a resource center for you, connections. You know, you may want to check out something and you can say, hey, Dennis, do you know so-and-so? And I know a lot of people and I have a lot of connections, and my goal is to connect you as much as I possibly can. And if I don't have the connection, we'll find someone who does. So that's really what this is all about. And it is 10 weeks long. You know, we're going to bump into the holiday season. I know many of you are crazy busy during this time frame. That's okay. You can catch up, watch the videos on YouTube at night or after. So don't sweat it. It's like I said, it's not a class. You're not going to get a grade. I'm not giving you homework, I promise. It's just really, it's about resources and assistance, getting your business growing and helping you. Some of you are at a place where you're just kind of starting out or just kind of kicking the tires of going online, and others of you have been doing it for a long time. And so we're here to help you. We are going to talk about selling on Amazon and Walmart and Target, et cetera. Those are called platforms, marketplaces. We're going to talk a lot about that. But we're also going to talk a lot about this live streaming and how that can help you. We'll be talking about email. We'll be talking about social media, just about anything that's germane. And I will be posting out the class topics now that I know kind of who's in the class. As you can tell, we have a wide variety of people, and it's kind of hard for me to figure out what's the best set of classes for a particular group. So now that I see who's here, I'll start to post on that. You'll see a calendar. If you go to acceleraterural.org, let's just do that real quick if we can. Let me just try that real quick. So just to show you this, rural.org. Okay, so this, assuming it loads, this is our website. It's kind of an unofficial website, I guess. And you can see that we have a number of things on here. People can apply to it. Now, I would like all of you that can to please send your logo so that we can update this current participating. Your logo will go here with link to your website. So you can kind of see some of the folks that have been involved here. And then one of the things that we have that's available to you is a group of mentors that are, I encourage you to kind of look through here and read about them so that you can maybe find someone that you feel is particularly appropriate for your situation. The way it works is you decide who you want to talk to. We don't assign mentors. You decide who you'd like to talk to, and I make the connection for you. And then you and that mentor, or could be multiple mentors, are free to however you want to do it. If you want to talk to them by the phone, if you want to do a Zoom or some kind of, whatever, it's all up to you and how you work with them. There is no cost. And many of these folks have been where you are today. And I think that you'll see there's quite a few resources on here that are available to you. Okay, so I want to show you this. This is an important part of the website. So it's called Member Resources. And so on here, you'll see the Cohort Calendar. This will have the classes, things are going on. You can always check this calendar. Grant and I try to keep it straight, but that's where we try to post stuff that makes sense. And there'll be some stuff on here that I feel it may not be directly class, but it might be a webinar or something I think you may be interested in. If it's open for open enrollment, you can click on it and you could register. Like today, Shopify had a really big event at noon that I thought was helpful. So I put that kind of stuff on the calendar too. Now down here we have some links, and I'm not going to go into all of them right at the moment, but I am going to point out one in particular. Techstars is arguably the #1 accelerator in the world. They are extremely hard. I don't believe a company from North Carolina has ever been admitted into Techstars that I'm aware of. Maybe some, but I'm not aware. But they've kind of taken us under their wing, and they have given us access to their what they call their Entrepreneur's Toolkit. And this is essentially classes by video. They're all on YouTube. And we'll be using a lot of these as class. So just to let you know, but they are fantastic. I mean, the stuff on branding is world class. It's a real resource for us to have access to all these classes and all this material. And we have some other things as well. But I do want to point out that's available on our member resources. Some of these other things, we try when possible to get a deal with a software vendor, for example, like some of you may be familiar with Canva. Canva is a graphics company, a graphics seller, or whatever the right word is. And they're really good. They got a lot of good stuff that you can use or your advisors could use. And I don't know if I still have a deal with them or not, some kind of discount for going through the class, but that's what we try to do. And if there's someone that you think should be on this page, some kind of software vendor or other service provider, we'll be happy to add them. But we try to help you with as much of this stuff as possible. Shopify is kind of an unusual situation. So Shopify, for those of you who aren't familiar with it, Shopify is generally considered the top e-commerce software company for small businesses. There's certainly plenty of others that do it. What we like about Shopify, I guess, is we have connections with some people who do this for a living, who can help you get it up and running. We have another intern, Marco, who you'll meet at some point. He's a pro at this. He has built several of these or helped build Shopify sites for folks in the class or help them improve what they have. So this is a good thing. And we also have a major Shopify partner who's part of our mentor group and who is offers a special deal to any of our any of our classes. So we have a lot of different resources available to you. And so that's really how we go about it. So any questions or thoughts based on what you've heard so far? Okay. I like you guys a lot. No questions. Perfect. Okay. So the way you're going to see a schedule come out. It's going to have to be Tuesday. I operate this out of my home in Pink Hill. So Annette knows where it is. Unfortunately, if I'm unavailable, I usually have to cancel unless any of you want to volunteer. I'm happy to share the teaching with that. But unfortunately, I do have things that come up once in a while, and that'll always be posted on that cohort calendar, or Grant will send an email, or we'll make every effort. If you show up and nobody else shows up, you know that you missed the notice. So that's the way it is. And we do have quite a number of guest speakers that'll be you'll love. Some of them are just unbelievable. We have a guy who he is the executive who purchased Burt's Bees for Clorox, and he is one of the top consumer products good company guys in the entire world. And he absolutely loves our program. He has actually come to ECU and participated in person. And he's become really good friends and good. And he is like the Michael Jordan of consumer product goods. There's nothing he doesn't know about logos, branding, distribution. And he's a mentor, and he's a major hitter. Just as one example, we have the CEO of Etsy, who happens to be from Greenville, who is good. We have the actual CEO of Burt's Bees, who's the one who sold to the other guy. He's involved. So we have a real good group of people, guest speakers, and mentors that will build your network. I encourage all of you to friend these folks on LinkedIn or whatever, to build your network. They're expecting that. They want to help. And some of them, they may not be able to help necessarily with your particular technical domain expertise, but that doesn't mean they can't help you in general with business or life or any of these things. So it's a really wonderful resource. And just as an FYI, all of the mentors are personal friends of mine that I have worked with over the years. These are guys I can call, men and women who I can call anytime. I can ask them to do stuff. They're more than willing to. I approached them all on the basis of, let's help rural people get more competitive and get an opportunity to grow. None of them had ever worked in rural areas at all that I can think of. So they're really eager to help and to bring some of this stuff that, they don't even think about because they've done it for so long, but all of us had never heard it before because we've never been exposed. So you'll have that opportunity as well. So that's
Jenna,
yes.
it's Annette. I have a question. You know me, I always have a question.
I can't. Where's that mute button? No, go ahead, Annette.
Can you take another student? I have a guest with me today who is an artist.
Absolutely.
And she has listened and she is so enthusiastic.
Absolutely. If you don't mind, have her shoot me an email and we'll get her in the system, and love to have her. We could handle, I think, up to 100 on this platform without having to pay any extra. But I don't want 100, but we can do 100. So yeah, she's welcome.
Great. I will have her shoot you an email today, and we will get that done. I am so excited. I'm excited about pigs on the ground. I'm excited about bees and jelly.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Well, you're going to have fun. And what you also see, particularly on the Facebook group, is folks from past classes will come on there and post. And we've had a lot of different, we've helped over 100 companies in our first year doing this. So there's a lot of experience, a lot of folks. If we ever get our logo straight on the page and you can see all the participating companies, it would help navigate that a little bit. But we have helped a lot of people in a lot of different arenas. And even though Christina feels like she's so far out west, we've done a lot of work in Asheville. We have had a number of folks participate from other than Eastern North Carolina. So don't feel bad about that. All right. Any more thoughts or comments from everybody? All right. Well, I'm gonna let everyone go, and I'm going to get to work on putting together at least the next couple weeks worth of classes, so you see what's going on. I encourage you to go to the Shop Rural Day and sign up to sell on that, even if you're not sure you want to do it, because a lot of companies are coming on, and I want our class to all be in if they want to be in. And I will help you with the ins and outs of that. I promise you, it is no different than sitting here doing Zoom. It really isn't. If you do want to do that, go there and sign up. And the team from Pop Shop Live, that's also an app you can download on your phone, Pop Shop Live. And they're anxious to work with you and help you. And we have our own space on that app. It's called Shop Rural Day. It's its own separate place where all of us can reside and be found. And hopefully even after this day, we'll continue it, assuming we have the support from the consumers and so forth.
Dennis, it's Annette again. Another question. For Shop Rural Day, do you want vendors outside of our classmates? Would you like more vendors?
Yeah, we have room for 250, and I think we have 75 signed up so far. So yeah, they just need to be from North Carolina. That's the only requirement.
Yeah, we're having a fall festival in Ironwood on Saturday, and I would like for some of those vendors to be on Shop Rural Day. We have pottery, we have woodworking, we have ironworks, and all are North Carolina craftsmen.
Perfect. That's exactly what we're looking to do. So yeah, that's wonderful. You connect with them. So yeah, this is not just for the class. This is for rural companies, and yeah, so the more the merrier. Now, there may be some instances for whatever reason, if Pop Shop Live, like for example, we cannot have any hemp and we can't have any alcohol. It's just a thing. So there may be certain people where we'll reach out and say, hey, we just can't do that this time. But the other thing I want to point out, because this is good for Annette, when you sign up for this, you are also free to go live on your own right away. I mean, you can go right now and start selling if you want, just as an individual outside of that event. So that also is a possibility. And what a lot of people are doing is they're doing that to get practice and get into experiment and to kind of see, what works. I'll post some links on the Facebook page so you can kind of see what some others in this class have done. I've got some video. If they're on our YouTube channel, also you can see some of the shows that members of this, not this class, but previous classes have done to give you some idea what's going on here. And I have to tell you though, some of it is absolutely hysterical. I mean, it's like Saturday Night Live. One of our guys who will be live, I'm sure you'll meet him at some point. He's a butterbean farmer out of Goldsboro. And he was trying like crazy to get his son to help him in the farm, and the son wanted nothing to do with it. So then he decided to go live and start selling stuff. And now the son is all over it. The son is now the host of the show. He's funny as can be. But they started selling something called moonshine jelly. And there's no booze in it, but I guess it tastes like moonshine, whatever the hell that tastes like. And he starts by telling the story. He goes, now let me tell you all, I went down to those swamps of those old boys making moonshine. And I said, how can we make a jelly out of this stuff? And those old boys, I ain't gonna lie to you, those old boys looked at me like I was crazy and told me how to do it. And that's why we got the moonshine jelly. You got to try it. It's really good. I ain't gonna lie to you. And so that kind of sincerity and straightforwardness, people are going to just eat up. And we have many thousands of people from California, New York, Chicago that are on this Pop Shop Live platform that they're going to go crazy when they meet you all. And that's why Pop Shop Live is supporting this, because they see a gold mine for authenticity, sincerity. And, I'm aging myself, I'm old, but a lot of the millennials and the Generation Z or X, whatever the hell it is, they really don't like the big corporate brands. They just don't. And so they're looking for people like you to buy stuff from. And to me, that's very.
Dennis, I have a question. I applied on the Shop Rural Day. How do I know if my application has been submitted or they've received it?
I'll connect you. So we have a guy named Alex who he's located in Philadelphia, so we don't have to worry about California time. But Alex is our program manager. I'll connect you to him. He is the source of all knowledge. He keeps the inbound and the training and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be sure everybody gets connected to Alex at Pop Shop Live.
And I'm sorry, I have one little question, if it's okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, I have not received like any email. I had to contact you like early today, like to find out about the Zoom meeting. And thank you so much for replying so quickly. Sure. But what is the format of this program? Like, would we receive one email every day telling us about like the class or the content, or we can just go into YouTube and watch the class at any time we have available or so forth?
Yep, that's exactly right. So you'll get an email every day from Grant that will be telling you, hey, here's what we're covering today, and here's the link. Although it's always the same link, so you don't have to worry. Whatever link you use today, you can use forever. That's our link. And then also, once you go to that acceleraterural.org page, you'll be able to see the YouTube channel. You'll be able to see the, whatever we have there, it's all available there.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Christina.
I have a question. So for the Shop Rural Day, our poultry products, we are able to process and sell our own poultry under the North Carolina, oh my gosh, the NCDA exemption rule.
Okay.
However, we can only sell poultry products within the state of North Carolina. Will there be a way for us to kind of control that purchasing?
Yeah.
Okay, and then
you just don't accept orders from anybody with
okay,
an address other than North Carolina. It's pretty cut and dried. But
okay, perfect.
Alex is the guy to deal with all that kind of stuff. Just
Okay.
don't have hemp or alcohol in your chicken. That's all I have.
No, that would be some interesting chicken.
That's what they call crazy chicken. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And then if we have some entrepreneur friends that we think would be a great fit for this class and or Shop Rural Day to apply for the class, you said it's not too late. Do we just direct them to acceleraterural.org?
Yeah.
And they apply there? Okay, perfect. And same with the Shop Rural. Okay, awesome.
And really, it's pretty likely they'll be accepted.
Yeah.
Unless it's something I feel like I really can't help them with, some weird business. I don't know. But,
right.
Everyone what we're trying to do is identify opportunities to sell online, really.
Yeah.
Because all of you have your businesses, your locations. Some of you may have shops. Our goal is to help you connect to larger markets. And I didn't mention it earlier, but we also can provide funding for work on trying to sell in other countries. So we have funding from the Economic Development Partnership of North Carolina for selling in Mexico and Canada, even in China, et cetera. So there's lots of resources here. I should have mentioned that, but that's something we can help you with.
Amazing.
Yeah. We had this, so I'll just tell you a quick story. There was a lady in Ohio who makes like cosmetics, like lotions and stuff. She just makes them in her kitchen. And she only sells in China. And last year she sold $20 million worth of her product in 5 minutes on 11/11 day. I mean, it's nuts. So certain categories like cosmetics is one, and we'll be talking to the folks from Alibaba and some of the other Chinese opportunities, and you'll hear about it. But there are some crazy opportunities out there. So just fair warning. This will be a fun ride for you. I hope. Either that or you'll just stare at the camera with bleary eyes and go, "What the hell is this guy talking about?" So. Anyway, all right. Well, that's all I got, folks. So shoot me an email if you have any questions. Somebody else? Does somebody have something? Sorry, Estella?
No, I'll call. Thank you so much. Okay.
Great. Bye, everybody.